WEFUNK. We funk.
I guess today in the world as well is a rather big day in the country as we're recording today. It's the big Georgia runoffs.
Ah, the Georgia runoffs.
Yes, the Georgia runoffs.
Waffle House.
If only it was if they decided this by like an actual runoff, like a foot race. That would be, first of all, way better ratings than fucking Usain Bolt if they fucking got two senators to have a foot race to decide the future. But
have like a pancake eating contest at Waffle House. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Lay it on the line, fucking 4th of July hot dog eating. So let's see who's the real American here. Who's eating more fucking peach? I'm giving you 8 minutes. Which one of you idiots can eat more peaches? You get to fucking be the senator of Georgia.
I can't eat pork. You're out.
I mean, definitely, that would be way more entertaining. However, I guess it is like and Georgia's the only state that's doing it, I believe, because I believe what I heard without fucking redoing any research as to what the hell's going on. But I guess they're the only state that, like, you mandate 50% more. Mandate that you get 50% more of the votes during the election, or they can start a runoff, which is like a redo election, so to speak. So there's 2 Senate seats up for grabs, which are both currently controlled by incumbent Republicans that are now being decided. And I guess really what's at stake is like the weight of the balance in the Senate. Is, whichever, if the Republicans, both of these Republicans hold on to their seats, the Republicans will control the Senate, which is just such a bad, so symbolic of everything that's wrong with politics right there, is that, like, what happens in these, like, one state election today is going to decide, like, the next 4 years of voting, because we know right off the bat if more Republicans are in the Senate, Biden won't be able to get anything done, because definitely Republicans won't be able to vote anything through. You know what I mean? It's just, like, there's so much party loyalty, and a lot of it is, just really under the spotlight with today's runoff election. Just the whole mere concept of, if there's one more Republican senator in the House, then the next 4 years of voting are going to go a certain way. It's like.
I say pistols at 10 paces.
Well, that might be what's going down on Wednesday, is the pistols and 10 paces. Because Wednesday is the day where Biden is set to get officially certified in Congress. And they're going to vote. There's like over 100 Republican, elected officials in this House and Senate are expected to vote against Biden, despite there being like no evidence or no, really like no leg to stand on in any type of actual election fraud. But still, due to like party loyalty in a lot of ways, the same thing that I was just talking about being wrong with politics, just like the party, just the allegiance to your party and the loyalty to like your brand is leading, over 100 Republican elected officials to vote for something that's totally unwarranted and insane at this point. So, not the best week for American politics, you'd say. But
it's like, you ever see that when the Antifa and the Proud Boys and all those people come together, the Black Lives, you can't really tell who's who. You know what I mean? You can't tell because they dress up like Comic-Con on crack. They look, with all the shields and everything. It's like, what the? Who's who?
It looks like Monday Night Raw with all the signs and shit.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Like,
there is a big Proud Boy, and to further confuse things, I guess, like you said, there's a big Proud Boys rally going on, and like a big MAGA rally scheduled to storm DC tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow
to like counter program the certification and whatnot. But I think the Proud Boys said that they're going dressed like Antifa, which I didn't know that the fucking Antifa had a uniform.
They look like refugees from a bad Avengers movie. Like they have the pads on and the shield. But I think they both do that. I think both sides do that. It's just, it's ridiculous. They throw water bottles at each other. I mean, you need 2 Puerto Rican gangs to show them how to fight right. You know what I mean? Get in there, get some stabbing done. Mexicans against the Puerto Ricans.
At least the fucking Jets and the whoever the fuck from West Side Story. At least get them singing and dancing out there. Give them something entertaining.
You ever see the Mexican Me or something like this movie that was out? Like they get you in prison and they stab you 50 times before you can like throw a punch. That stuff like that. Those guys know how to fight.
Yeah, I
White
mean,
people are embarrassing. They can't dance. They can't fight. It's just ridiculous.
yeah. Why exactly? What exactly are they so proud of? Not the fighting or
don't know.
dancing or the fucking wardrobe, anything. But so it should be a crazy week in general for the country and all. But I guess all in all, though, you would expect, they definitely expect Biden to be officially certified, and in a couple weeks, Biden to be officially sworn in. And I guess, though, in a couple years down the road, the country really will never be the same after the whole, Trump era and experiment is over. It'll definitely, hopefully usher in major change anyway, ironically, after 4 years of Trump, what we need is to make America great again. But he already took that fucking slogan, so it's...
Sounds like it had to have been done before. That was too easy to come up with. Yeah.
Try telling that to the Proud Boys. Fuck,
Didn't there one guy from the Proud Boys just get arrested yesterday, the leader, but somehow he's Cuban or something?
Oh, really? I have no idea. I'm out of the loop on the Proud Boys. I missed the breaking Proud Boys news.
Yeah, I think he got arrested for burning a Black Lives Matter sign or flag or something yesterday or the day before, and they showed a picture of him, and you're like, wait a minute, that guy's not white. He's Cuban or something.
First of all, he's Cuban. Second of all, you would think that the leader of Proud Boys to get arrested for something a little bit more hardcore than lighting his neighbor's Biden sign on fire. That's
lighting.
That's pretty low
fire.
level neighbor, petty neighborhood nonsense.
He stole my sign. Yeah, you think he would have lit somebody on fire? Yeah.
I will be honest, I did grow up in a household that one time the cops had to knock on my door because the neighbors reported their Bush Cheney sign getting stolen. And all fingers were being pointed at the Whalen household. Years later in my garage, I did find said sign that my fucking hilarious dad stole off of the neighbors. I think that was literally
great.
more of just my dad hating the neighbors, though. He just hated this asshole Tom, I think more than Bush even, you know what I mean? He was just...
I don't think I've ever lived near anyone who ever put a sign up in their yard, except my sister. She was a big Hillary fan. She loved Hillary. She would put the sign up in her yard, and I would run up and lock her up and write it on it to fuck with her. And she would go nuts. She's like, somebody destroyed my sign. I go, who did it? I don't know. I'm going to kill him.
Nice.
And I would just do it to piss her off.
You were trolling her with some...
Yeah, I just did it to piss her off.
Trolling her with some MAGA love?
I thought for sure that Hillary was going to win.
No, for sure. Everybody did. That's hilarious, though. That's a good troll tactic. I was thinking about that myself, of some hilarious, just instead of stealing your neighbor's sign, just to put up other signs. I was home at my parents' house for Christmas, and there was a bunch of Trump signs at houses close to them, and I was thinking it would be a great move to just stick up a sign next to the Trump sign, fuck you, healthcare workers, or stop crying healthcare workers, or you know what I mean, a big Corona's a hoax, because in my parents' town, everybody had signs for the thank you to the Valley Heroes, to the local hospital heroes. So I was thinking you should just put up a big F you Valley Heroes sign in the Trump supporters' yard, and see how long it takes him for him to fucking be paroling perimeter with the shotgun, ready to fucking catch the neighborhood 15-year-old that's prankster that's doing it.
You know what would have been funny? Putting those Trump stickers on people's cars at Antifa rallies, just walking up and putting them on somebody's car and watch what unfolds.
Oh, dude, that would have been fucking amazing. Just light up the... Go to a really liberal fucking go to the Whole Foods or some health store, some green market or some really liberal fucking place. Start lighting up the parking lot with Trump signs.
I see people in Jersey. You see that? You'll see a pickup truck with two flags in the back and a big Trump sign. The truck's giant. You're like, oh boy, what's up with that dude? You're like,
I mean, again, back to what I was saying even earlier about, party allegiance and whatnot, and how it's really a bad sign for the senators to have such party allegiance. I really think it's a bad sign for even people to be so
Yeah.
like loyally supportive of any politician to the point where they're putting your signs up. Because if you're putting their signs up in the yard, you're gonna have like a vested stake in defending them when they eventually, obviously, do something shady, as all politicians do. You know what I mean? Like whenever this guy goes down, you're gonna be the guy that had the Bush Cheney bumper sticker on your car. You know what I mean? Before we found out the webs, or you know, Clinton Gore. You know, like you've got the Clinton Gore bumper sticker as he's jet setting around with Epstein and, you know, fucking interns with cigars in the White House. Like, it's not a good look. Like, just, they're not people worth supporting and, like, staking the flag in your yard of, like, I show blind allegiance to Hillary. Like, I support Trump. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Could you imagine what a politician's yard looks like? They would never let you put a sign of anything in their fucking yard. You know?
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, can I put a comedy sign in your yard? Fuck you!
Yeah,
I got
right.
laws against it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, would you mind if I put up some flyers for my Flamingos in South Hackensack show?
Sorry, would you put this in your window?
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's just it's a dangerous road to go down when people start showing a really hardcore allegiance and support to individuals as opposed to like political theory and ideology. You know what I mean? Like there should literally be like signs in your yard about political issues, huh?
Stop raping children.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like stop the child torture and fucking the immigration laws of
no monkey labor. That's another one. They were forcing monkey. Some companies said they were forcing. I don't know what the monkeys were doing, but they were forcing labor on the monkeys. I don't know what. If the monkeys could do it, maybe get my kid a job there. I don't know, but.
Yeah, I mean, if they're hairing monkeys, that's a bad. It's not good luck for me. I mean,
my kid will get a job there. I'll have them all smoking weed in a week.
Yeah, right. Me and the other monkeys will be doing whippets in the whipped cream whippets in the walk-in fringe like the rest of the.
Now the monkeys formed a union and they're on strike.
See, that's why we no monkey labor. That's why we got to put the signs up in the yard. This is what I'm talking about.
Big F! WEFUNK. We funk.